Okay, this is going to be Genesis chapter 7, and I'll read as long as I can till my 15 minutes are up. I hope that this is a blessing to you, and please share it, if you will, with other people who don't have a Bible. Okay, chapter 7. Noah and his family and the living creatures enter into the ark, the beginning, increase, and continuance of the flood, all flesh destroyed. And the Lord said unto Noah, Come thou, all thy house, into the ark, for thee I have seen righteous before me in this generation. Of every clean beast thou shalt take to thee by 7, the male and his female, and of beasts that are not clean by 2, the male and his female. Of fowls also of the air by 7, and the male and the female, to keep seed alive upon the face of all of the earth. For yet 7 days I will cause it to rain upon the earth, 40 days and 40 nights. Yet for 7 days I will cause it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. And every living substance that I have made will I destroy from off the face of the earth. And Noah did according to all that the Lord commanded him. Noah was 600 years old when the flood of waters was upon the earth. And Noah went in, and his sons and his wife, and his sons and wives with him, into the ark, because of the waters of the flood, of clean beasts, and of beasts that are not clean, of fowls, of everything that creepeth upon the earth. They went in two and two unto Noah into the ark, the male and the female, as God has commanded Noah. And it came to pass after 7 days that the waters of the flood were upon the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, the 17th day of the month, the same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of heaven were opened. And the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. In the self same day entered Noah, and Shem, and Ham, and Japheth, the sons of Noah, and Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of his sons with them unto the ark. They and every beast after his kind, and all the cattle after their kind, every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth after his kind, and every fowl of his kind, every bird of every sort. And they went into Noah into the ark, 2 and 2 of all flesh, wherein is the breath of life. And they that went in male and female of all flesh, as God had commanded him, and the Lord shut him in. The flood was 40 days upon the earth, and the waters increased and bare up the ark, and it was lifted up above the earth. And the waters prevailed, and were increased greatly upon the earth, and the ark went up the face of the waters. And the waters prevailed exceedingly upon the earth, and all the high hills were under the whole heaven were covered. 15 cubits upward did the waters prevail, and the mountains were covered. And all the flesh died that moved upon the earth, both of the fowl and the cattle of the beasts, and every creepeth thing that creepeth upon the earth, and every man. All in those nostrils was the breath of life, of all that was in the dry land died. Every living substance was destroyed which was upon the face of the ground, both man and cattle and the creeping things, and the fowl of the heaven that were destroyed from earth. All, and Noah only remained alive, and they were with him in the ark. The waters prevailed upon the earth 150 days. Chapter 8. The waters decrease. The ark recedeth on Ararat, Mount Ararat. The earth dried. Noah goes forth of the ark, building an altar, offering sacrifice to the Lord. God promises to curse the earth no more. And God remembered Noah and every living thing and all the cattle that was with him in the ark. And God made a wind to pass over the earth, and the waters assuaged. And the fountains also of the deep and the windows of heaven were stopped, and the rain from the heaven was restrained. And the waters returned off of the earth continually, and after the end of the 150 days the waters were abated. And the ark rested in the 7th month, on the 17th day of the month, upon the mountains of Ararat. And the waters decreased continually until the 10th month. In the 10th month, on the 1st day of the month, were the tops of the mountains seen. And it came to pass at the end of 40 days that Noah opened the window of the ark which he had made. And he set forth a raven, which went forth to and fro until the waters were dried up from off the earth. Also he sent forth a dove from him to see if the waters were abated from off the face of the ground. But the dove found no rest for the sole of her foot, and she returned unto him unto the ark, for the waters were on the face of the whole earth. When he put forth his hand and took her, and pulled her into him into the ark. And he stayed yet another 7 days, and again he set forth the dove out of the ark. And the dove came into him in the evening, and lo, in her mouth was an olive leaf plucked off. So Noah knew that the waters had abated from off the earth. And he stayed yet another 7 days, and sent forth the dove, which returned not again unto him any more. And then it came to pass in the 601st year, in the 1st month, in the 1st day of the month, the waters were dried up from off the earth, and Noah removed the covering of the ark, and looked, and behold, the face of the ground was dry. And in the 2nd month, on the 7th and 20th day of the month, was the earth dried. And God spake unto Noah, saying, Go forth of the ark, thou and thy wife, and thy sons wives with thee. Bring forth with thee every living thing that is with thee, of all the flesh, both of fowl and of cattle, of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, and that they may breed abundantly in the earth, and be fruitful and multiply upon the earth. And Noah went forth, and his sons and his wife and his sons' wives with him, and every beast and every creeping thing and every fowl and whatsoever creepeth upon the earth after their kind went forth of the ark. And Noah built an altar unto the Lord, and took of every clean beast and of every clean fowl, and offered burnt offerings on the altar. And the Lord smelled a sweet savor. And the Lord said in his heart, I will not again curse the ground any more for man's sake, for the imaginations of man's heart is evil from his youth. Neither will I again smite any more every living thing as I have done. While the earth remaineth, seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. Chapter 9. God blessed Noah. Blood and murderer are forbidden. God's covenant, signified by the rainbow. Noah, his drunkenness, mocked by Ham. He pronounced a curse on Canaan, blessings on Shem and on Japheth, and he died. Okay? And God blessed Noah and his sons, and said to them, Be fruitful, and multiply, and replenish the earth. And the fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl of the air, upon all that moveth upon the earth, and upon the fishes of the sea. Unto your hand are they delivered. Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you. Even as the green herb I have given you all things. But flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall ye not eat. And surely your blood of your lives will I require. At the hand of every beast will I require it. At the hand of man, at the hand of every man's brother, will I require the life of a man. Whoever sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. for in the image of God made he man. And you be fruitful and multiply, bring forth abundantly in the earth, and multiply therein. And God spake unto Noah and his sons with him, saying, And I, behold, I establish my covenant with you, and with your seed after you, and with every living creature that is with you, of the fowl of the cattle, and every beast of the earth with you, from all that go out of the ark, from every beast of the earth. And I will establish my covenant with you. Neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters of the flood, neither shall there any more be a flood to destroy the earth. And God said, This is a token of the covenant which I make between me and you, and every living creature that is with you, for perpetual generations. I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. And it shall come to pass, when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the bow shall be seen in the cloud. And I will remember my covenant, which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh, and the waters shall no more become a flood to destroy all flesh. And the bow shall be in the cloud, and I will look upon it, and I will remember every lasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth. And God said to Noah, This is a token of the covenant which I established between me and all flesh that is upon the earth. And the sons of Noah that went forth of the ark were Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and Ham is the father of Canaan. These are the three sons of Noah, and them that was the whole earth overspread. And Noah began to be a husbandman, and he planted a vineyard. And he drank the wine, and he was drunken, and he was uncovered within his tent. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father, and told his two brethren without. And Shem and Japheth took a garment, laid it on both their shoulders, and went backwards, and covered the nakedness of their father, and their faces were backward, and they saw not their father nakedness. And Noah woke from his wine, and knew that his young son had what he had done to him. And he said, Cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren. And he said, Blessed be the Lord of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant. God shall enlarge Japheth, and he shall dwell in the tents of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant. And Noah lived after the flood 350 years. All the days of Noah were 950 years, and he died. Okay, chapter 10. I don't know if I can get this done in time. All right. So, now are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, Japheth, and unto them were born sons born after the flood. The sons of Japheth were Gomer, Magog, Mahai, Javan, Tubal, Meshech, Taras. The sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, Japheth, Togarmah. The sons of Javan, Ishla, Tarshish, Canaan, Donanim. And these were the isles of the Gentiles, divided in their lands, every one after their tongue, after the families in their nations. And the sons of Ham, Cush and Mizraim, and Put and Canaan. And the sons of Cush, Sheba, Havilah, Sabta, and Raamah, Satashah. And the sons of Rahamah, Shaba, and Dedan. And Cush begat Nimrod, and he began to be a mighty one in the earth. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord, wherefore it is said, even as Nimrod the mighty hunter before the Lord. And the beginning of his kingdom was